Hello, it's Bood, and welcome back. It's Season 8, Episode 8 of Rebuilding Sheffield Wednesday. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, and become a patron if you really want to help the channel out. Links to that down below in the description. But yeah, wow, 8 seasons. Most of my rebuilds were always aimed at being quite short. A lot of them are short, 3, 4, 5 seasons. I think I've had a few good long ones. Coventry was one of my favourites. Dundee United was another. And this is up there with them, definitely a top 3 rebuild, and I've done many rebuilds now, but they're all fun for their own different ways. But I've enjoyed this, the battling, the growing, the development, finally getting to a point that I love the most when we're deep into a game and building a team of young players. It's been fun, and last year was fun. I mean, fantastic season really, even though we missed out on Europe, and I was gutted by that, I'll be honest with you. I felt like this year the squad's only going to grow, get better with another year behind its belt. And maybe that could play to our advantage. Not being in Europe could maybe help us with other teams just concentrate on the league. We're not going to have them extra games, that extra pressure that might affect us. We can just go full force for that league and try and get in that top 4, because why not? We have every chance we could. Although, when you've got these young teams and you're building them, until you become a big team, rep-wise, you've got a lot of minimum fees, and we were going to have a player have his minimum fee matched, and we were going to lose them. One of my best players, and I was gutted by this, absolutely devastated by it. But you've just got to move on, haven't you? You've got to kick on. But I've had a lot of fun playing it. I know I'm talking a lot, but I have. The last video came out, well, I made it before it came out. Then I went out on a Saturday night. Sunday, I was a bit rough, but I played a bit in the morning, went to the Christmas farm with the kids, met Santa, brilliant that actually, to be fair. Played again Sunday night. Monday I was off all on my own, so I ploughed through a ton of it. Tuesday did a bit. Wednesday finished it off, and now here we are with another season. But let's just get straight to it, eh? Let's find out what we've been doing. And we'll start straight off with the bad news. Torben Wass has been bought by Inter Milan. They matched his £57 million minimum fee. Now, one thing I was trying to do this summer, I wanted to keep this squad together as much as possible, was using a lot of my money for new deals and taking out minimum fees wherever I could, and if I couldn't, maxing their minimum fees to silly numbers. Couldn't get this one done. They came in, couldn't change his mind. So we've been compensated, but at this time, the season's about to start. I haven't actually replaced him yet. I've been looking. I'm currently in the process of trying to sign a replacement, but I don't think I can. He came in, he was more of a wing back, wasn't a fully fledged full back, even though I do play with wing backs. And that first year he didn't play a lot, and then last year I really pushed him, developed him, he kicked on. I think he was going to be fantastic, and now we've lost him. But we had 57 million quid to dry our tears with. So transfer wise at this point, not really a lot happening. Like I said, I'm in talks of a left back. I'll show you him later when we get him, hopefully. But what else happened was Wu finally went. He was like the 5th wheel last year, 5th choice. He was a great servant, but it was time to move on. He left for Alves for 625 grand. And then Eduardo Perez, who I'd brought in, who's a good little striker. I just didn't feel like I needed him because I brought in a left winger. We've got Jacobo now, and it was just getting a bit top heavy. So I wanted to move him on, and we got a good price for him, a lot of profit. So I needed another player, and I brought in a lad called Zach Boyle. This kid's just coming in to help in defence, and he's not a 5-star player, but he's a good little young player. So the squad itself is looking very good. I mean, I've arranged it by ability there. If we arrange it by age, Luke Thomas, who's a cracking little player, is our oldest player, and still a very good player to have at left back anyway, and probably will play a lot more again this year. But 27, oldest player. Next, it's 23, and look at the ages. This is a young team that did very well last year, and I really believe can do very well again. If I change it back to ability, so I'm just going to quickly show you some of them, just so you can quickly see how they've developed. Obviously, some of our boys are getting wanted now. Callum Kelly had a stellar season. He's wanted. Sergio Sarr, good little player. Do you know what I mean? Lewis Parsons, look at him. I mean, this squad has been put together. Some has cost me money, but some hasn't. 1.6 million, remember, he was. 1.6 million. So as you can see, and as you probably know, they're good. The first 11 is very good, I think. And I really believed we had a great chance of getting top 4. And financially, we're all right as well, because obviously we sold a player for 57 million. And the player I'm bringing in is not going to cost me 57 million. So yeah, fantastic. Love this to bits. Also, one thing really was going to annoy me this year. At the minute, we've got superb youth facilities. Later on in the season, we improved that. And one of the club's visions, if you can see it behind my head somewhere, is to develop the best youth system in the country. We achieved that. And I get a thank you for it, right? Brilliant. Now you might remember, the last 3-4 years, we've had excellent youth intakes. I finally achieved the best youth system in the country, and I'm just going to tell you now, because I'm not even going to show it you. We have a poor youth intake. Shit. Worst I've ever had. I love this game sometimes for how crap it can be. We might as well check in on them odds, even though I don't pay too much attention to them. Not with Sheffield Wednesday anyway, because we often punch above whatever they believe, and they've got us in 10. So they can piss right off, because I know we're better than that. I mean, we finished 7th last year. I mean, they're all big clubs above us. But Sheffield Wednesday's a big club, got a lot of fans, a lot of backing. We still don't own our stadium, which is annoying. Maybe I could sort that out this year. We'll find out later. But yeah, top 4, totally realistic. Now tactics, like, you know, I've kind of got 2. It's pretty the same. One I used early on in FM22. I've got an AMC. I've been switching that back to a defensive midfielder. I do like that more attacking formation though, and I'm going to be using that again in another series that might be coming out soon. Don't know if any of you are going to like it, but I'm going to see what you think of it when it comes out. But this, all I did was tweak. I think I tweaked my crosses. I tweaked my fullbacks to just be attacking wingbacks, right? And a lot of people were worried about all these updates, this massive update that came out and saying the tactics aren't working. I felt this year my tactics work better than ever. Pre-season, like I've done for the last few years, I used to have a lot of fun doing it myself. I can't be arsed because I'm boring. I just go to America. And if I leave it to my assistant, he's a lot more random than I would ever be. So I quite like that. So we didn't lose any games, although we won, drew, and was completely fine with that. Expectations have risen, and so they should. No more battle to avoid relegation. They want me to be mid-table, or better than that. 5th round of the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. If you have a good run in them, fine. But again, I ain't taking them serious. To be honest, I just want to concentrate on that league, because I want European football this year. I don't care about anything else. I want to get some form of it, because I've put too much work into this now. Many hours of play. You've had many hours watching me. And we've got to a stage now where we deserve to see this young team play some European football. But we've got a season to get through before we're ever going to get anywhere near that. And what start to the season we've got? Chelsea, Newcastle, Villa, United, Arsenal and Liverpool. What a start. Got Port Vale in the Wiki Carabao Cup. This is the ultimate test. So let's jump forward to the 1st of January and show you what we did. Well, this is what we've done. By the 1st of January, we have been top of the league on a couple of occasions, and technically right now we are joint top of the league. The only thing that's stopping us is Liverpool's amazing goal difference, 45 points, joint with Liverpool. 3 points ahead of Manchester United, lost 3, drawn 3, won 14. Got the leading goal scorer in the league, and it's Jacobo. Not that he's playing up front, he's still playing out on the left. That is class. This little team of mine, it's been bloody brilliant. It was so much fun. Although I'll be honest with you, the early part of this season, as good as it was, I played a lot of that on the Sunday, hungover. So maybe that's something. Maybe this got something in it. Maybe I just need to get very drunk before we play and just sit there like that, making half-assed decisions, because it worked. Look at that. Look at that. Drew with Chelsea, fair enough, away from home. Callum Kelly giving us the lead. They only nicked it in the 90th minute. Then I beat Newcastle, who the bookies thought are better than us. Screw you. Then I beat Villa. Bookies thought they were better than us. Then we beat United. Some battles here. 2-1 again. Arsenal, 2-1. Then we got our arse handed to us on a playoff Liverpool. Whatever. Great run here. Beating Leeds. Got beat off Leicester. We beat Manchester City 2-1. Have a bit of that. Beat Spurs 2-1. I got beat off Norwich. Got a bit cocky though. If you look at the players, B teamed it. Got a bit cocky. They were bottom of the league. Bit of my bogey team this year. Norwich is what it is. And then we've been on a good run again. Finally beating Chelsea there 2-1 at home. Lacazette and Jacobo getting us the goals. So Have a bit of that. So costing £21 million from Leeds, it's Rainy Brainberg. Great name. They got him from Feyenoord. He's a real player. Good looking little chap. Only 23 years old. Played for Holland 5 times. I mean, he's not a 5-star or anything, but I had Luke Thomas, and he was the best I could get. There was no little wonder kid left backs out there. Well, this is a squad arranged by average rating, and yeah, got some proper standouts. Luke Thomas has come straight back in. He had a great year, then he was a bit of a backup, and now he's been good again. Rainy Brainberg. What a name. I haven't played too much. £21 million. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. Jacobo there, look at that. 14 goals in the majority of them games he's played on the left. Callum Kelly's still banging in a goal every other game. A lot of my guys I wanted, but no one's going anywhere. Dicking all sod off. A quick check-in on the Carabao Cup while we're here, because we're out of it. And yeah, won the first game. Pretty much B-teamed it. You know, you can't always B-team things. Sometimes other players are injured and players have to come in. Similar situation with Cardiff. Quite a few players, first-team players played. And it was disappointing, really. Got knocked out. Like I said, I'm not too fussed. I think this, again, is an advantage. Less games that we can just fully focus on that Premier League with. Innit? That's what I'm telling myself. I've just realised, because some of my deals went through at the end of the season, was missed off the transfer list. So, of course, we signed that winger, who used to be a wonder kid when he was younger. The one I told you about in the last episode. So this is that new little left winger, the 21-year-old, £6 million minimum fee. Look what he's worth now. Happy days. I also brought a right back, and I told you about him as well. He was a wonder kid when he was younger. I told you about him in the last episode. I'm pretty sure I did. I even was going to show you, but it hit the chopping room floor. So yeah. I think I'm still pissed. It's been like a few days later. I don't really drink anymore. I did drink a lot. So yeah, Derek Captillo, another Mexican. I also bought, for a combined fee of £45 million. God, I missed out quite a bit there, didn't I? Juan Carlos Cardenas. Do you recognise him? Combined fee of £47 million, yeah? He's the Mexican I wanted. I had a deal in place, £8 million, fell through because I'd signed too many youngsters from abroad. Liverpool signed him, loaned him out. Last year they gave him some game time, not enough. They had him up for loan. I put a bid in, and they accepted it. And I know I've spent a lot of money on him, but I felt like I was robbed by him. Again, a former wonder kid. So I got my hands on him eventually. And then Adam Baker. Not the best. I just wanted a young goalkeeper. Couldn't really find anyone. I had no one out there. And I didn't have a lot of money left, really, that I wanted to blow on him. Because I've got a great goalkeeper. 3.3 million. And they wanted someone in Part X who was like a 2-star player. So we've had a 2-star for a 2-star, and I gave him £3 million. So he's me back up. So let's jump forward now to April and see how this title challenge is going on. Are we still in the FA Cup? Well, let's find out. Now, it's not the worst ever, and I said I wasn't going to show it you, but let's do it quickly. I've got 2 half-decents. I'll give them contracts. I'll give a 3-star contract, but that's it. Poor intake up there. I've had excellence. I've got the best youth academy or youth development set up in the country, and that's what it produces. So basically, don't get the best setup in the country. Be nearly the best setup, because you'll get a poor intake. I don't know how it works, really, I'll be honest with you. We're top of the league. Owls for life. Brother, my dog, how are you doing, dog? You alright? Is she breathing? Sometimes she's that chilled. I have to check that her little body's moving, and it's only 3. Anyway, top of the league by 7 points. I had to count it then. 7 points. Only lost 1 more game since you last seen us. Forget Mbappe and Karim. They're quality. But Jacobo's still there in the goal scoring charts. But wow. Now, reverse the dates. And we did have a bit of a sticky patch after Christmas. After beating Newcastle, we drew with United. Got beat off Arsenal. Drew with Liverpool. But then we've been on this fantastic run where we've only drew against Leeds. I mean, we've not played big, massive hitters, obviously, but we've stacked up them points. And other teams haven't. But the running's going to get a bit tough. I've got Spurs net. We've still got City, Everton. And then we could actually do that. We could do this. Honestly, I'm not even lying to you. We could. What we can't do is win the FA Cup. And when I said Norwich from my bogey team, that's exactly what I meant. B-teamed it again. Gave him a bit more of a game, but we got knocked out after scraping our way past Middlesbrough. But again, earliest knockouts in the Cups, no European football. This is our golden opportunity here, because there's no way we're not going to be in the Champions League, I don't think, next season. And I'm going to do another season. I'm having too much fun. And that's going to add a lot more pressure to the squad, bigger games. So this is it. This is freaking it. So we beat Spurs 3-1. Got beat off City, and then I beat Everton 3-0. And we now have 3 games left to play. And as you can see, we are still top of the league. 6 points clear. Got a game away at Wolves. And we're going to live con this because something special could happen right here, right now. Now, we've won 4 of our last 5 away games. And today, we could potentially be 1 point away from becoming Premier League champions. How crazy is that if results go our way? So it might be a double little live com here if we squeeze it all in. But before we do, quick look at overview of the squad. And it's arranged by average rating as always. Sergio Sá, what a pick up for 10 million he was. Luke Thomas has been very good as well. Jacobo's had a season of his life and he's wanted by big ass teams. They can piss right off. But it's my centre half, so I was really happy with, Parsons and McKellar in it, because that right foot, left foot balance thing, I absolutely love it. It's like perfect. I don't always get to do that, so I'm really happy with it, to be fair. Callum Kelly still banging them goals in. He's also wanted. These guys have all signed big deals though, till 2033, no minimum fees, so they ain't going nowhere. No one's getting nicked off me again. Now I can't believe it, I'm relying on Man City again. Remember, I was relying on Man City to beat Villa in the cup final. If they did, we'd have got European spot. And Man City let me down. Now I'm kind of relaxed. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I need Man City to beat my beloved Manchester United. At least take some points off them. If we can beat Wolves today and City do us a favour, we're the freaking champions. Can do this in one hit. Well, there we go. Wolves kick off here at Molineux, and I can't believe it's on TV. I don't think it was on TV, which is completely unbelievable when you think we could be picking up a Premier League trophy. Bit shit. Anyway, come on, lads. Let's put on a show. Have you seen him, by the way? Look at his hair. He's got a mohawk. Love it. Beast. He's like a proper beast. But yeah, we'll see what we can do today. We've got to keep our eyes out on the Manchester derby. Here's Fright for Wolves. Do not let them score early. Ooh. So I had a fantastic night out on the Saturday night. About half my mates fell through. It's hard these days with kids. So only out of 9 of us, 4 of us went out, but we still had a laugh. Went around our hometown, which is something we used to do a lot when we were younger. It was still fun though. Got absolutely hammered. I started off the night being wise. I'm just going to drink beer. Are we getting a penalty? Just going to drink beer. And then I was drinking spirits. Then I had Jaeger bombs. Then I had strawberry cider. I was hammered. Walked home in the rain, piss wet through. It was a lot of fun. Right, come on, Jacobo. Absolute beast of the season. Great play, and he slots it in the bottom right. That is the goal here. If we win the league, wow. I mean, if we win the league, wow. That's what you need, because when you get a team like this, you need to start achieving. Or they're going to want to go, aren't they? They're going to want to leave and go to bigger teams. And Wednesday, I think, is a big team, but we've got to get that level of rep. And what more level of rep are you going to get in the Premier League title? Pretty cool, wasn't it? Anyway, I've not seen anything from the derby, but I'm guessing I'm shit with maths. We were 6 points clear. United draw. I think that'd be enough, wouldn't it? Anyway, here's Callum Kelly. Go on, Kelly, lad. Took it a bit too far. And yeah, then on the Sunday, I went to, it's like a farm, animal farm place. It's quality. We go quite a lot with the kids. But they turned it into a Jacobo goal. No, they didn't. But that was fantastic. What a player he's turned into be. I think I said it at the time when we signed him. Another man's shit is another man's treasure. And we have turned him into a good player. He was an out-and-out striker, really. But yeah, I've moulded him into that attacking left winger. Cutting inside, doing his business, causing damage, scoring goals, taking names, shagging wives. Legend. But yeah, it's like a Christmas wonderland. Really good. You got passport control. The kids get a passport. Then they had to go to elf school, and then that'll be an elf. My little boy was loving it. And then they had to make an elf toy, stuff it themselves. And then we went and see Mrs. Claus, and she helped to make gingerbread men. It's brilliant. Then you go through to the farm. It's like a little winter wonderland with all little huts and so on that they can all go in and sit in, little calves, and eat sweets in a magical sweetie store. And then you went through this tunnel of light to Father Christmas in an old barn where we actually, Callum Kelly, where he actually came down a real chimney. And then when he turned around, he fell out, dropped down out of it. The dude is like actually 60 odd years old with a real beard. How the fuck are you doing this like 5 times a day? 5 times a week? Mate, I'm gonna slip a disc. Jacobo hat-trick. The Jacobo hat-trick, innit? So it's half time. I still don't know the derby game, but it is what it is. We're in complete control here. But how are you guys feeling about your tactic? Have you got a set tactic, the way you like to play like me? Did it get worse? Oh, look, evolving mindset on the headboards. You gotta love that. Mental health awareness. You're never on your own. If you do need to speak to someone, you're struggling, get in touch with them. Has it got better or worse? 'Cause I feel mine's got better. I mean, the squad's good. Players are good. They've been great this year. It's a lot of fun. Monday was my best day because I wasn't hungover. Got a good chunk of the season out of the way. Kids were at school. My little baby was at nursery. And they're back into it. Frankie Fry at 3-1. Yeah, my wife was at work. So yeah, great days like that, aren't they? A bit like when I was younger and I didn't have I had a job. I was at college and playing old school champ manager and I'd just get lost in the game for 10 hours. Beautiful days, beautiful times. You've got to appreciate it when you've got kids and a wife. You get that time on your own to sit there with your favourite game in the world. Anyway, trying shit today. I'm in a good mood even. I don't know why, because I've got to go back to work this afternoon. I'm absolutely dreading it. It's a stinker, I'll be honest with you. Go on, Callum, go on. Beautiful. I've made 3 changes. We've got Espindola at right back. Aaron Morgan's come on in defensive midfield and Jevon Simons has come on the right hand side. Free kick for Wolves. Come on, boys. Don't want to concede again. Don't get lax. Let's do this. Let's do it properly. Here's Kelly now. In charge forward. He's pretty quick. He's Callum Kelly. He's got past his man. He's 1-on-1. He's took it too far again, but somehow... God, what a goal, kiddo. Oh, I love the commentators then. Surgical precision. It bloody was. I thought he took it too far like he did earlier. We ended up hitting the side netting. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect. Alright, here's Espindola. Finds McKellar. Pings it all the way back. Just taking our time here with 3 minutes of injury time. They've long balled it to Kelly and he's done it again. This is absolutely brilliant. I love it when a live com turns out like this. Double hat-tricks for me 2 main guys. Oh, perfect. Can't write this schnizzle. Can't. But you see what I mean? I mean, Wolves aren't the best team in the league, but this team of mine just play some great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Here he is again. Ooh. So you probably know what I'm like by now. I don't always look at all the little details. And the reason why we weren't getting any information on the Manchester derby is because it's not kicked off. It kicks off at 5:30 in half an hour. So I never really show you me spacebar action, do I? Should we share this together? Come on, City, you let me down last year. I know I'm asking you to beat my Man United, but I don't care. This isn't the real world. I am Wednesday manager. They got beat 2-0. We are 9 points clear with 2 games to go, which means we're the champions of England with time to spare. Holy shit. Do you know how much time I've put into this? So much freaking time. Wow. I hope you're enjoying that, because I am. So we had Norwich at home, second to last game of the season, and seeing as Norwich has beat me twice already this year with a B team, and we just won the league, a B team did. Let them freaking make up for their past mistakes, and they did. We won 2-0. So now I'm going to go into the last game of the season, and we'll jump in for the last 5 minutes. Why not? Well, here we are going into the last 5 minutes. Champions of England against Southampton. It's weird to say that, but we are. They had a goal disallowed straight after we scored. It's not been the best game, but job's done in it. The boys have done their job, and that is all that matters. No trophy thingy ceremony. We got that in the last game against Norwich, which you put on TV, obviously, to see us win the trophy. I know you missed out on that, but trust me, it was spectacular. Pitch invasions and everything. This is the final league table. We're in the Champions League with Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal. Leeds, Bournemouth and Norwich have been relegated. Newcastle beat City in the Carabao Cup final. Let's find out. I have to jump forward. Find out who won the FA Cup final. I love stuff like this. Southampton beat Chelsea in extra time 2-1 in the FA Cup final. Love that. Well, let's wrap up quickly looking at the squad. As you can see, there's a lot of players here whose contracts have got a couple of years left. I need to sort some of them out, especially Dominguez. Definitely. A few of these, definitely. Some of them might have to go because they're not playing. Maybe Jevon Simons might move on. We'll see. Maybe left back needs addressing because Luke's not happy about Summit. But the rest of them, I know they wanted, but they're not going anywhere. I mean, the wage bill's going up, but it's still nothing like all the other guys who we've just been competing with. They've got guys on 300, 400 grand a week. So fantastic. Big contracts, no minimum fees for a lot of my talented players. We could really do something next year. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but have another crack at the Prem, why not? Definitely one more year. Definitely. I mean, winning Wednesday's title. I mean, winning the title. I mean, my minimum aim for this was just to get them back in the Premier League. But winning that title for the first time since they went back to back. I mean, could we do a pattern here? Wednesday went back to back. That's the last time they won the league there. In 1930, they went back to back. And if you go down, the other 2 times they went back to back. Is there a pattern forming? Can we go back to back? So let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've achieved way more than I ever thought. Like I said, minimum aim was just to get him in the Premier League, but we've built something in. It's really developed and grown and become this thing. And now we're champions of England. I've got a lovely trophy in my cabinet, and I want to see what more this team can do, especially for one more year. Can we go back to back? How far can we go into Europe? It's very, very exciting. Hopefully you're still excited by it and you're going to tune in for the next one. I mean, thumbs up, patrons, like I always say, all these things help people who watch adverts, but the most important thing is the fact that you've watched this, that you've just sat down and watched me, supported me, and give me that view. That is massively appreciated. So stay happy, stay safe. We're the champs. I'll see you next time.